Good afternoon, guys. I am here to record another awkward video. Today's video is demonstrating how to create a Pareto chart. The Pareto chart is a way to visualize that 80% of the effects of something are only from 20% of the causes. So I practiced with trying to actually use the data I have been um, completing or using in my improvement plan. And so I created a pivot chart using the intervention strategies that was demonstrated on some of our data, our provided data charts. And I was having difficulty um, organizing the numerical data to create the Pareto chart. So I watched many of the other videos and decided to go with demonstrating and creating the pivot chart or the Pareto chart by just analyzing the absences from our given data. So I created the Pareto chart by collecting data on absenteeisms in the for school one in in the quarters 1 through 4 in years 1 and 2. So I highlighted this data. I clicked in the cell B2 and then highlighted just that data. I then moved it over to create this pivot chart. And creating this chart allowed me to see my sums in this chart, and then I highlighted the sums and put them into the formula that are or the spreadsheet there I was going to use to create my Pareto chart. So I highlighted and or copied and paste and put my numbers here. And I just created this chart. I used the template as a guide from Dr. Cooper, entered in the headings, and then I copied and pasted the numbers. In order to find the cumulative totals, I used the equal sign. So I typed in equals, and I'm going to demonstrate how I did that here. So I'm just going to recreate this here. Type in my equal. B 17, enter. And it brought over the cumulative total from B17. And then in order to add my two columns, I'd equal B17 plus B18. and it added the two sums from illness and unexcused. And then in order to transfer that, I highlighted, brought this down, and it added my next numbers. I'm not quite sure why the numbers are not the same. My cumulative total. So these are different numbers than I see here. So maybe I did it incorrectly. All right, we're going to move that up. My percentages are also different. In order to create the percentage, I divided my column C by my total in column B. And then I applied the same concept to do the second one, and then added, was able to highlight and bring it all down. I added my 80/20 column, and then in order to create my Pareto chart, I highlighted all of my data. I went to Insert. I found the Insert Combo chart, and I chose the chart that I wished to work with, and I wanted to show the 80/20 line. So I have the 80/20 line there, and then I clicked on it. I'm going to delete this chart and just get it out of my way. My previous chart was going up to 120%. So I highlighted it, clicked on it, formatted, and then I was able to change this to where it would be to 100% and okay. And then so it went from 0 to 100. And then of course you can change your chart data. And I did school 1, all quarters, and absent reasons. And then that changes the title. I mean, you can use this chart to see the unexcused seems to be the highest for this chart. And then there's my Pareto chart. My video is very awkward. I apologize. I did have a chance to use some of my the sum equals and my function, my percent functions. I did watch Dr. Cooper's demonstration that was provided to organize the data and insert the template in order to create the Pareto chart. Your data must be organized into numerical data. If you are using data, her example gave vice principals, principals, you have to assign a value to that in order to be able to use it. And you can go into your pivot chart application in order to create and manipulate that data to give it value. Hope you guys enjoyed my video. Thank you so much.